Hey guys, today we're going to be learning a card flourish that I like to call 13. It's an original card flourish that I created about 2 years ago. So you can see here what it looks like, and you might be able to tell why it's called 13. If you count the number of turns the cards make, they actually do turn around 13 times. So that's why I called it 13. If you know how to do a Sybil cut, this cut should be quite simple for you. A lot of it is similar to how a Sybil would work. If you don't know how to do a Sybil cut, I'll leave a link in this top right hand corner over here. Definitely go and check that out. It's a really good flourish that allows you to, the moves used in it are used in lots of cuts, so it's a great flourish to learn because it will help you out in this cut as well. So with that all being said, let's get into it. So we're going to begin in a mechanics grip, and then we're going to come across with the right hand and grip the cards as follows. So your right thumb grips the bottom left corner of the cards, your right middle grips the top right corner, and then your right index finger just sits on top and doesn't really do much. So it's just going to be curled nicely on top, just get it comfortable. And you should find that if you squeeze your thumb and middle fingers together, you can pick up a packet of cards like this. Now when you're doing this, you don't want that many cards to be picked up. You don't want a wedge of like half the deck, because that's going to be really hard to handle later on in the cut. So I would say you want 10 to 15 cards. Start off with a smaller packet if you're just learning this. It's going to be easier for you to handle. So I would start off with about 10 cards in this grip. Okay, so once you've got your 10 cards gripped like this, you want to actually pull up your right hand a bit so these cards are now separate from the deck. Obviously don't pull them too far, you just want them to be about 2 or 3 centimeters above the deck, because this is where you're going to use your left thumb to turn that packet over and we get our first rotation in there. Okay, so you've separated these 10 cards, pull them up a few centimeters, and then just as I did there, you take your left thumb and you're going to contact this top left edge of the cards. You're going to take your left thumb on top of that edge, and then what happens is your left thumb sort of pushes down while your right hand moves to the left. And what you should find is that the packet rotates like so. Okay, so I'll just go through that again. We're gripping the cards like this, and you lift up about 10 cards. Then you take your left thumb, push down on that top left edge while your right hand moves upwards and to the left. And now this packet should now be face up. Okay, so once you're in this position with the packet face up, what you're going to do is you're going to bring your right hand backwards slightly, so your right thumb can contact the back edge of the cards. Because what you're going to do now is you're going to take your left index finger and your right thumb and lift up another packet like this. So we'll just go through that. You bring your right hand backwards, you contact the back edge of the cards with your right thumb, and then using your index finger and right thumb, you pick up another 5 to 10 cards and pivot them off your index finger. And you should see that these cards can maneuver quite quickly now. Okay? So that's the next step. You go from here to here. Okay? So that was the next step. From here, what we're going to do is you're going to do something that's a little like Sybil now. So this is why I said Sybil cut would come in useful, because some of the moves are transferable. So you go from this position and you're going to take your right hand and you're going to sort of bring it downwards like this. You rotate your wrist downwards like that. So you go from here, so where the cards are about in alignment here, to here. So the two packets are now pretty much at right angles with each other. So it's like that, and this is what's going to happen. You're going to take a packet off this top packet, this eight of spades packet. You're going to take a packet off it with your left middle and left thumb. So that's going to look like this. And from there you're going to go into the rest of the cut. And you're going to do this by as follows. You rotate your right wrist downwards like this, and then you take your left middle and left thumb contact about the middle edges, the middle long edges of this packet. And what you should find is that if you pull backwards with your left hand and you rotate your right wrist upwards again, a packet will separate. So now I'm holding a packet in my left hand with my left middle and thumb, and what I've got to do now is rotate this packet around this 10 of spades packet. Okay, because if I was just to move it up, you'd see that those two packets contact. So what we have to do is you have to rotate your left wrist to the left and then rotate your right wrist down again to get that packet clear. Okay, so once you're in this position and you've just taken a packet off this 6 of hearts packet, so we've got the packet now between our left thumb and left middle finger. As you do that, something else is going to happen, and that is a rotation of this 6 of hearts packet. So what you're going to do, as you're in this position here, you take your right index finger, you contact the middle of this long edge, and you just curl that index finger in. And as you can see, that rotates that packet face down again. Now, simultaneously, what's going to happen is this 9 of hearts packet is going to be regripped. So I'll just do that all again. So you go from here. We're going to rotate this ace of diamonds packet as I just shown, and this is when a regrip of this packet here comes in. So the only face up packet we have at the moment is going to be regripped, and that is going to happen like this. Currently it's being gripped by your left thumb and left middle fingers, but we're going to change the grip to left thumb and left index fingers, just like this. So literally all you do is you contact it with your index finger instead of your middle finger, and then your middle finger can let go, and now you can just squeeze it between those two fingers. I'm sorry you guys can't really see what I'm doing to regrip that, but there's like quite a lot of packets in the way, so not much I can do about that. But so once you've regripped like this, you should find that you can now maneuver this packet here, held between my right thumb and left index finger, underneath this other packet, and you sort of end up like that and go into the rest of the flourish. So that's quite a complicated set of moves. We'll just go through it again. So you just re-grip from this grip here to this grip. So I'll try and show it on camera. You're currently holding it between your left thumb and middle, and you transfer it to your left index finger and thumb. And as you do that, you're going to use your left index finger to pivot this packet sideways, and it goes underneath that face up packet. So what that should leave you with, once you square that packet up, is an out jogged face up packet and a packet held between your right thumb and right middle fingers. Okay, so once you're in this position, what you're going to do is you're going to rotate your right hand over like this. So you're going to rotate it palm up, but you don't simply turn it over. You're going to sort of flip your hand over end for end like that. And as you do that, you're going to take this packet from your right hand into your left hand using your left thumb and some of the left fingers. So you just flip it over like that and hold it in your left hand. And from here, you just flip that packet over. Okay, so I'll just go through that again. You go from here to here. So you're literally just flipping that over. And it's all sort of in one motion as well. So you're gonna sort of use your right fingers as well to flip that card over. So now you're just left with one packet protruding from the edge of the deck, and it's covered on top by this face down packet. So this is sort of entering into the last phase of the flourish. So from here, what you're going to do is you're going to take your right fingers and you're going to contact this left edge here. And what you're going to do is you're going to pivot them out slowly like this. So, okay, so we're going to pivot them out like that. So I'll just show you. Take your 4 right fingers, you contact this edge here, and you're just going to push to the right, and you should should see them pivoting around your left middle finger, which grips it, because you're holding this deck in the mechanic's grip now, so it'll pivot around that middle finger and it'll come out. Make sure that you grip it with your thumb to stop the cards falling out of your hand. So now you're in this position. From here you turn your left hand palm down and you're going to use your left thumb and some of your left fingers to grip the packet again, like this. So now you're holding it all in your left hand. From here, you're going to take your left hand palm up again. So now you're holding the cards like this, and then you take them back into your right hand. So there's a lot of flips going on at the moment. Okay, so I'll just get to this point in the flourish. So once again, you take this packet out with your right hand, pivot it about your middle finger, and then once it's out, turn your left hand over, take this packet, this 6 of hearts packet, into your left hand, flip your left hand over again. Okay, so from here, you're going to take your right hand, you grip the cards again with your right hand, thumb on the bottom, fingers on top, take those cards away, take your left hand palm up again, so there's another flip. From here, left hand sort of turns partly over, so the deck is sort of perpendicular to the surface you're working on. So it's like this. From here, you take the packet in your right hand, you contact this bottom, this side edge here, this right hand side edge, you jam these cards into your fingers, and you're going to lose all the cards apart from this top one. So you sort of push them all square to the deck, but you use your fingers to pull up the one card that's on top. Okay, so you've got a packet here, and you push them all into your hand apart from that one card. And the rest of the flourish is really easy. So you're left with one card in your right hand, and what you're going to do is you're going to flip it over. So you're going to take your index finger and put your index finger on top. So you're just holding the one card between your index finger and middle finger of your right hand. And then what you can do is you can use your thumb to go underneath the card, flip it over once. So that's once end for end. You're just pushing up with your thumb and it'll flip over. From here, you sort of flip it over onto the deck. So it's again out jogged over the front edge of the deck. So now it's protruding over the edge. And the last bit of the flourish just finishes it off. It looks really good. You're going to take your index finger and thumb, place them like this. So your index finger is on sort of 1/3 into the card. Your middle finger is about 2/3 into the card. And what you're going to do is you want your left index finger to be curled up the side of the cards here. So you can see just underneath, that's where your index finger is. What you're going to do is you're going to push forward with your middle finger, and you should find that's what happens. So now the card's sort of curled around your left index finger, and if you straighten out your left index finger, that's what happens. So you go from here to there. Okay, just like that. From here, you're just going to take your right ring finger, that goes on the back of the cards, and you just pull up again. So you've flipped over. You then using your right ring finger to rotate the card back, face up, and then rotate it again back on top of the deck to complete the flourish. And that's 13. Okay, so I'll just do the flourish in slow motion. So try and do it with me, and if you're stuck on anything, maybe seeing it in slow motion will just help you out. Okay, so we're going to start like this. There's 1 flip, 2 flips, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And that's this card flourish. Okay guys, that's going to be it for this tutorial. I know it's quite a long video, but with flourishes I like to take a long time to really break it down so you guys have a better chance of seeing what I'm doing and learning the Flourish much more easily. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, favourite, comment and subscribe. And if you want to keep up to date with what's going on my channel, make sure to check out my Twitter and my Instagram. The links will be down in the description below. As always guys, this has been Complete Deception, and I'll see you later.